We choose from a variety of airplanes. Fly to a great airfield restaurant and experience some delicious food. Not your everyday lunch run.
Hey, welcome to the premiere episode of FoodFlight, Gulf Coast Edition. I'm Brent Fontenot. I'll be your pilot today. We're at the Ocean Springs Airport to rent a Diamond DA-20 from Gulf Coast Premier Aviation. They're brand new and still setting the place up. We'll cover them more later as they get established, but if you're interested in renting at the Ocean Springs Airport, go over and talk to them. Now, when you first rent from a company, they're not just going to hand you the keys and say, have a nice flight. They're going to want someone they trust to give you a checkout, run you through some basic pilot maneuvers, make sure that you're a competent and safe pilot before letting you go on your own. Their trusted flight instructor is Mike Wallace. Mike, tell us about your aviation experience.
I actually began flying with the goal of becoming an instructor. I started instructing full time in May of 2004. It's a little bit back down the road, and I've been a full-time instructor ever since then, so I've built up quite a lot of experience. I'm just about the mark of 10,000 hours of dual instruction given. I've got a lot of experience with FAA approved 141 flight school. I was chief instructor for quite a few years at that, assistant chief for a few years before then, and I've got a lot of variety of experience in a lot of different types, although I do tend to specialize in instrument training and single engine operations. I've flown a huge variety of types and done training in virtually all of them.
This episode we're renting a Diamond DA-20, flying from the Ocean Springs to Dauphin Island Airport, and eating at JT's Sunset Grill, where sunsets are served daily. Alright, let's get started on the pre-flight. The Diamond is an Austrian-designed two-seater tricycle-geared general aviation light aircraft. It has a fighter-style cockpit, which is probably why the Air Force uses it to train their pilots. Cruise speed is about 160 miles per hour with a 629-mile range.
Good idea to make sure that's moving the right way. It's the old aviator's trick. If you hold this with your thumb sticking up, whichever side your thumb's pointing to, the aileron should be up on that side. Yeah. So that's all looking pretty good.
First thing to do at the aircraft is a pre-flight inspection. There's a lot to check out to make sure everything is safe and operable before taking off. We first start inside the cockpit. Now we move to the exterior checks.
Push it up a little bit and extract a sample.
Clean as a whistle. Yeah, it looks just fine.
So it's before start next.
That's right.
Elevation of the field is 20 feet, so you better altimeter to agree with that. Compass is built into the dash. While we're at it, you can go ahead and line that up. Just to double check here, before texting the avionics masters on or flight instruments and avionics are set. Okay, there, you got a good handle on that one already. Whoops. 4 Romeo 9er digit. That's pretty responsive. So our before takeoff check. Brakes you're going to hold. Safety belts are fast and tight. Canopy's closed and latched. Indicators out. Fuel pressure. I'd say that's anywhere in this lower range here is normal. Fuel shut-off valve, yeah. the engine comes up to speed, you'll have a lot more rudder authority. You may still need, until we get a little forward speed, you may still need a little brake to stay straight.
Otis Springs traffic 19 Bravo, departing runway 36, Otis Springs traffic.
Okay. And we just made ours with flaps and cruise, which should give you some confidence in the performance of the airplane. So that means you can go ahead and adjust your pitch for 75 knots. Okay, climb power settings full throttle. 75 is your optimum climb speed. It is okay to climb a little bit faster for cruise climbs. Picked a nice sunny day for this. Yeah. That's terrific performance out of an airplane this size.
Oh, yeah.
If you can tune where the cursor is.
South Edwards, 0906 Pacific St. Louis. Operator 099 will be departing area 2B north. South Edwards.
Yeah. Edges, I bet. Do have to bleed off a tiny bit more speed before we set those flaps, but it's not a huge thing. The main thing is kind of keep up with it here, make sure you don't speed up.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful flight to Dauphin Island, had minimal traffic encounters, put her down on the runway, and gave JT's Sunset Grill a call for a pickup.
Any pilots that come in, they usually call as they're landing, and we'll either go down and pick them up, summertime, wintertime, and we'll bring them in and feed them. If they need to catch a shuttle and go anywhere else on the island and it's summertime, they can catch the shuttle bus.
Dauphin Island is known as the Sunset Capital of Alabama. It's located 3 miles south of Mobile Bay and has about 1,300 people on this 14-mile island. The island was named by the French after landing here in 1699 after a member of French royalty, Dauphine.
But here's our map right here, and this map, we started it when we first started, in the summer when we first started, and each person that comes in takes a pin from here, like families or whatnot, and they'll put a pin where they're from. And the sunset, when it sets out here, it's beautiful. It puts us on the map. It sets the water on fire. The airport looks like it's glowing. It's just gorgeous. We'll try some of the fresh fish. How about a piece of snapper, a yellowfin tuna, and we'll go with grilled shrimp tacos or something like that, blackened shrimp tacos. So right now I have some yellowfin tuna, and this is red snapper, fresh. See how fresh it is. You see it's not frozen. So what we'll do is we'll start by putting a base of butter down and putting blackened. And the yellowfin, people tend to not want it done, which is so you have to make it rare. So medium, rare. So we'll go with that. Put a lot of butter down there on that. Go like that. A little bit of Tony Chachere's You don't want to overdo it. It's salty to death. Blackening seasoning, which is my favorite thing. Everybody thinks it's a little bit too much spice, but it's not to me because it's pepper based. 1 lemon, set the lemon on top, and let it go. So the tuna's going to be faster than the rest because it's going to be rare. Try to make it nice and pretty here. Little steam never hurt nobody. Fries, if you don't mind, sir, to make a full plate. Oh, do you? Okay, you got it. The snapper will take just a few minutes longer, so like I said, tuna's a really fast cooking fish. This is a full meal, except for the coleslaw, which will be right here. And this will go on the side like that. And there's your, so there's one. And we'll set it up under the light for a minute. All right, and that snapper's gonna be done too. So as you can see what the snapper looks like. And that is the snapper dinner. Of course you got coleslaw that comes with it. A really fast process and a fast kitchen, so. And we'll go Tony's, which is my favorite. And don't forget about your blackening, okay? Put a cap on it. And you start it up like that and give it a minute to cook. There you go.
There's our blackened shrimp. Those are going to go on our taco shells here in just a second after they're done.
And that would be just a shrimp appetizer, okay?
Fresh romaine lettuce.
See, everything we use is fresh.
Just in time for sunset. Thanks for flying with us, and please join us on our next food flight adventure.
Welcome to JT's. What can I get for you?
Give me all the shrimp tacos you can give me. Thank you, thank you.
The one thing I wanted to do was get fresh fish. And being that in '09 my parents got me scuba diving lessons, so I took it to the extreme. And now I spearfish and shoot people's fish for them and bring them in and clean them right on the dock outside. And during the summertime, people would sit and watch me, and they realize what fresh fish we're going to have. So they come in, they watch me walk it through and weigh it up and start serving it. And then I videotape while I'm down there, so they get to see how I get their fish.
Crab claws. So light and fluffy. Delicious.